Hi guys, and welcome back to quite possibly the longest colouring chat in the world, because I filmed part 1 with every intention to sit down a couple of days later to film part 2 once I'd finished working on the leaves and things that I worked in part 1. And then I returned back to school and I've just had a bit of a crazy 3-4 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't even know how long I've been back now. I've just not got round to it. So first of all, apologies for that. So hopefully people are still interested. Please ignore this. I have been doing some colouring this morning and then had an ink disaster, dropped them all over the floor and basically splattered the floor in tiny squares. So since the last time that I was here, I have finished off the leaves at the bottom and started on the flowers. I've just still not even finished them on this side. And then I have put a base layer down on this fate here in, I think it was Baby Blue from the Arteza Tropical Everblend brush markers, and I've just started to put a base layer down of Cool Grey 6, and it's one of the brush ones. It is a colouring chat, so I'm not going to go through every colour I use, but just so you know what I've picked. Another apology I need to make is in part 1 when I was talking about these hidden objects. I think I said it was Corey from Colourfully Optimistic that had a really good video on how to blank them all out, but it's not. It's actually Erica from Elm Colours. She's got fabulous videos on how to white them out. I have decided that I'm just going to not paint them, but colour them gold. And I'm probably just going to do that on every single page in this book. So let's have a colour and chat while I try and get a little bit more of this page done, because it's currently now longest whip in the world. So I'm going to start on this fate here. I've not got my little plan that I had that told me the names, but never mind. Is it? I've got no idea. Right, so hopefully it's a better camera position today. I'm still on my, is it called the swan neck? Whoa, that was a bit, I did not expect that to be that red. I think I've picked the wrong marker, but never mind. It's super red. It's so red. That's her shoulder there. I've just realised I've missed that out. Never mind, fix that. So I've never really used markers and pencils together. I'm hoping that this doesn't bleed too much because they are super juicy. I haven't actually used markers and pencils together yet because I've just been too afraid. So in true style, I'm going to do it on camera. And see what it's like. I love this book just because it's single-sided, so it means I can use markers. And like, skin scares me. I feel like I'm getting to a point now where doing a portrait, a face, like a Hannah Carlson face, I kind of have go-to colours. I'm not brave enough to sort of expand those colours just yet, but we shall see. So I notice that this is it Atropos? Maybe this one over here is cloth. I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, so notice that the dress flows behind, and I'm going to colour over in pencil to add some shading just to see what it's like. Plus I just like trying new things. So so you're going to have to excuse me as well, because I have got a bit of a cough. I think I've just got a cold that just won't go away. It just keeps reappearing. I feel like it's gone and then the next day it's back, but I'm fine. I'm absolutely fine, but it's just kind of manifested itself into a really annoying cough. So if I cough throughout, I have got a drink, but I do apologise. There we go. As soon as I mentioned it, it starts. Yeah, so colouring chat. So last time, part 1, I said if anybody had any questions that they would like me to answer while I am colouring, then to leave them in the comments, and I have a couple. So the first one is from the lovely Zoe, and she asked, do I see myself ever finishing a book, and if so, which one do I think it will be? And the answer to that question is absolutely yes. I can definitely see myself finishing a book. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to take me, but you know, I'd love the idea of buying these books is to finish them. But one, I am the slowest colourer in the world, as part 1 proved when I coloured about 6 leaves. And two, like, I'm just so tired some nights that I just can't do it. But I'm going to make a conscious effort, can't speak, to make sure that I continue to colour through. I'm just going over these like splodges because I don't know what they are, but I think they're going to be silver, whatever they are. So I'm colouring over. So yes, absolutely, I can see myself finishing a book. I'd love to. I'd love to have a full finished book that I can sit and look through. What book do I think it will be? Probably maybe the first one that I'll finish, and it's just because I do them quite quickly. They're like my little watching something on the telly, get my markers out and have a colour, is the Hannah Lynn Enchanted Faces pocket edition, because it's small. That, in all honesty, is probably going to be the first one that I finish. I've done a few in there, and maybe on like, well, I say I've done a few, I've probably done like 7 or 8, so I'm nowhere near finished. Not going to be finished anytime soon. This thread of Fate, by the way, is also going to be gold, so I'm not really bothered if the marker bleeds into it. I am just going to, just because it's going to annoy me, colour that in red. I do think that will possibly be the first one I finish, purely just because it's small and I can blast through a page like in a night. The book I would absolutely love to finish first, and actually I'm fully feeling this book, I'm going to work on it this afternoon, and I've worked on it this month, is Hannah Carlson's Tales from the Forest Kingdom. I absolutely love the Tales from series, so the Midnight Masquerade, the New Witch's Cottage is totally me, but there's just something about the Forest Kingdom, I don't know what it is, but it just speaks to me. It fully inspires me. Like, you'll see it in my completed video this month, but I've done a double page spread, and it's completely different to anything I've done previously, and it's just because I seen it and just felt like so inspired. I just love it. I love fantasy things anyway, and like this fantasy forest kingdom where there is no rules, basically, because, for example, a fawn, like a deer man, is it a fawn? there's no rules on what he should look like or what colour he should be. So my one had bright purple lips and turquoise hair, and I absolutely love him. So that is probably a book I will finish first, just due to the fact that I absolutely love it. I'm going to start a buddy colour in that today. Speaking of buddy colours, if anybody does want to do a buddy colour, then please do reach out to me. I can't guarantee I can do it like fast, because hello, slowest colourer in the world, but I will definitely do it. Definitely. Just leave me a message on here, or drop me a message on Instagram or whatever, and I will definitely colour along with you if I have the same book. And if not, and it's a brilliant book, I'll just go and get it. Oh, I've got a drink, sorry. Okay, so I think that is all of her dress done. So now I'm going to do this one, which I think is Clotho. And I'm going to use again another Everblend brush marker, and this one is Sapphire Yellow. Now I haven't actually swatched these out properly yet. That's probably why when I'm putting the colour down, I'm like, whoa, did next, like that's looking very, very red. I don't know if I have a deep enough red to add the shadow in. I probably do. Probably do. It'll be fine. So I'm just going to put this sunflower yellow down. And then we can get the pencils out. So yeah, I would love to finish books and keep them. And I would look at them as well. Not for any other reason than I would, not like, oh yeah, look how good my pictures are, but just purely because I think if I've finished a book, I've obviously loved it. So I would hate for it to then go on a shelf and never to see the light of day again. That'd be quite sad. So yeah, definitely Zoe. I'm going to finish a book. I mean, by the time I'm 40, probably not. But who knows? Who knows? Watch this space. So thank you for that question. And the second question I got, if you do have any questions though, guys, please do put them in the comments and I'll just answer them in part 3, which I promise will not be in a month's time. I will get it filmed and up as soon as possible. I just want to give people time to comment on it, that's all. So if people do want to ask me a question, I've not already filmed it and then I don't answer it. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. Yeah. So I will answer those questions, but great question. This is a beautiful colour and it's exactly the colour that I wanted. So that was a lucky one. Someone else commented, and I'm so sorry, I don't know who it was, I can't remember now, but somebody commented, I know I did reply, just on the sound. Somebody commented saying that it was quite quiet, and then they've had to turn it up, and then the adverts are really, really loud. I am literally a brand new channel, so I don't want to spend ridiculous amounts of money just yet on like a camera or anything like that. I am filming on my phone with a really wobbly gooseneck thing. I've just called it a gooseneck. I don't even know what they're called. It's a bendy stand clip thing. But yeah, so hopefully it's a bit louder. I'm consciously talking louder. I'm not using teacher voice because I would probably deafen you, but I am consciously making an effort to be louder. Just seeing a leaf that I've not coloured, which means I'll have to watch part 1 back because I've no idea what colour pencils are used. I think I do. Was it Chromaflow? But yeah, so I'm making a conscious effort to talk louder. So hopefully that's better. And then I had another question from my buddy Sam. And Sam said, what 3 colouring books and 3 art supplies would I take to a desert island? And I was like, oh my God, why would you do that to me, Sam? But I had a good think, and me and Sam had a conversation about it, and he knew exactly what I was going to say before I said it. So, colouring books. 3 colouring books to take to a desert island would be 1, Hannah Carlson's Tales from the Forest Kingdom. No surprise there. Also, no rhyme or reason to this. I am just flicking this pen. Like, I don't want it to be streaky, but I feel like it's not bleeding by doing it this way. Tales from the Forest Kingdom, without a doubt. Then, oh God, it's really hard. So Tales from the Forest Kingdom. Rita Berman, My Journey Through Europe. Because then, 1, it's an absolutely beautiful book. But if I was like feeling homesick that I was stuck on a desert island, I could like look at the London pages. I don't live in London, but I do live in the UK, so it would make me think of the UK. That's a lovely colour. Lovely colour. Yeah, so I would take that. So I don't actually know what this is flowing around them. It's not the thread, because the thread is there. So do I just... She is the leader, so is it like... Is she keeping them together, maybe? I'm going with that, just because I don't know what to do with it. Do I not? I'm going to do it. Oh, I don't know. Really don't know what to do. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to leave that for a minute. And we will do some pencil things, and I'll come back to the question in a minute. So, let me just get my swatch book, which is right here behind me, while I try and find a nice dark red. But yeah, so I would take that, because then I could look back. I could look at like the London page and think, oh, home, lovely, while I'm on a beach, fully living my best tropical life. So, Rita Berman's My Journey Through Europe. Then, if I've got one left, what other book do I absolutely love? See, I could say like Tales from Midnight Masquerade, I could say Tales from the Witch's Cottage, but if I'm stuck on a desert island, do I want 2 books that are very similar? I think sorry, just sorting out pencils, it's the wrong case. I think it would have to be, I'm trying to think what's on the shelf. My books are downstairs, not in front of me, so I find that like quite difficult to try and visualise what's there. Another book for Desert Island. I have no idea. No idea. Why is this so difficult? Why is this so ridiculously difficult? So I'm just using a Corino polycolour, which I'm just going to have to go and get a sharpener. So I'm just going to pause you guys right there. And I'm back. I've sharpened the pencil too. Sorry, I'm using a Corino polycolour in Caput Mortem. Just thought it would be nice and dark. And I don't really know what I'm doing, so let's just see what happens. So I had a look while I just quickly ran downstairs, hence a little bit out of breath, at the bookshelf, just to remind myself, and I know what it would be. It would have to be Kirby Rosane's Mythographic, because when I started this little colouring journey, which is now a full-on obsession slash hobby, that was like my first book. So, well, it wasn't, it was my second book. The first book, and I know I've spoke about this in a previous video, but the first book that I bought to see if colouring was actually for me or not was Millie Motter's Beautiful Beasts, which I love, absolutely adore. Lovely, lovely book. And I knew straight away that colouring is for me. But obviously Millie is very, like, her pictures are beautiful, but they are very sort of pattern-esque. That's not even a word, but you know what I mean. The pictures are made up of like patterns. I hope this light's okay, by the way. The weather's awful today. Kirby was the first book that I thought I wanted to try something a little bit different. I wanted to try and do a more detailed page, and I loved it. And actually, I think I've only done, I think I said it last on my pages I've coloured so far. I've only done 2. Then it's the mermaid and the merman. But I love, again, anything like mythic or mystical. So his new one, has anybody seen him posting on his stories about it? Mythical World. I think it's called Mythical World. It's out in April next year, and I'm already super excited. It looks like he is sort of concentrating on like myths from around the world, which is just totally my thing. This is working out quite nicely. So it would have to be that. So 3 books on a desert island. The longest debate I've ever had with myself would be Tales from the Forest Kingdom, I've completely forgot what the second one was. Oh, I don't know. And the third one would be Mythomorphia by Kirby. Art supplies, this is an easy one, would absolutely, definitely, 100% be my Distress inks, because I am the most impatient person in the world and cannot sit there and do a background that is going to take me 8 hours. I would rather just whack some ink on, splat it with some water or some watercolour paints or acrylic ink, or my new favourite, the Tim Holtz mica stain, and job's done. There's no way I'm going to sit and do a pencil background that's going to take me like 6 hours, especially not on a desert island when it's absolutely boiling. So they would be the first the first supply that I would take with me. Then I would obviously need some pencils. I'm not going to debate about this. I'm just going to literally think, what pencils do I enjoy the most? And you know what? If I was on a desert island and I was surrounded by lots of water, Inktense, I would just take my Inktense. I'm going to include a water brush in that as well. But yeah, so Inktense and a water brush. And so what have we got? We've got Inktense, we've got Distress Ink, and I would have to say... Hang on, I've not picked any single side books, so I'm going to go for... I'm going to say my Polychromos because I can then do skin, because I literally use the same 3 pencils to do skin, and they are Polychromos, so I would take my 120 sets of Polychromos, which I definitely don't use enough. So next month, I'm throwing it out there so that I have to kind of behold myself to it. I am going to colour a page fully in the Polychromos. So yeah, fabulous question, Sam. Thank you very much for that stressful experience. I hope I never have to live it. I mean, not living on a desert island would not be stressful, but deciding what 3 things to take when I need them all. So thanks for your questions, guys. Enjoyed that. I'm not even sure if is this even picking it up on camera. I hope it is. I hope it doesn't look absolutely terrible, but I don't really want to blend it. I don't want to use a blend. I could use a colourless blender, but I don't really want to. So let's see. I'm just going to have a quick drink. So obviously, I am back in school now, back in work, new term, new year. So I have been pretty busy, but I've been thoroughly appreciating my weekends and having like the best chilled out ever. I've been playing on the PlayStation, getting some good hours in. I have recently just bought the Final Fantasy VII remake, which when I was in high school, Final Fantasy VII is or was what we, my friends and I, used to play all the time. Like, I would literally stay up till about 2 o'clock in the morning just to level up my character. And then this remake has been on the cards for, I think I watched a video the other day about it, and it was first announced in 2015. We're obviously now 2021. I've been waiting that length of time for this game to come out, and then it did come out, and I just never bought it. I don't know why. I couldn't even tell you when it came out, but then I obviously got a PlayStation 5 for Christmas, and then not last week but maybe the week before decided to treat myself, so I bought it for that, and it's absolutely amazing. So I've been playing that. I have been watching some TV, so we've been watching some films. I think we've had a couple of film nights. I watched Gunpowder Milkshake last week. Has anybody seen it? I absolutely loved it. Just a total kick-ass film with like some badass ladies. Loved it. And it had like some of my favourite people in it. So it had like Lena Headey in it. Karen Gillan in it. Angela Bassett, legend. She was in it. What other films have I watched? I've watched some films. I have also been watching some series. So I'm a massive American Horror Story fan, and I've literally watched every series. Can't wait to watch the new series that's currently on now. But I believe it's coming to Disney Plus, but when, I assume it's going to be when the anthology series that's on there now, which is what I've been watching, which is American Horror Stories, when that finishes. So I've been watching that. I've watched part 1 and episode 1 and 2, which was like the same story but in 2 parts. That was brilliant. And it was a return to Murder House. Sorry, spoiler. But obviously harks back to the first series, so I was definitely looking forward to that one. I've been watching that. Then I have been watching, has anybody watched Fort Salem? That's on Disney Plus, but it's also on BBC iPlayer in the UK. It's amazing. It's totally up my street. It's about it's basically about witches. Like witches are a thing. And so I'll tell you about it, but without spoiling it. So basically, in the Salem witch trials, I'm assuming, one of the witches like made a deal with like the non-witches, and they basically set up like kind of like an army corps. Is that the word? Basically, like a section of the army that is comprised of witches. And they're sort of dealing with these terrorist witches, but it's really good. My description is probably not doing it any bit of justice, but it's really good. I'm really loving it. I've watched 2 episodes this morning, or 1. No, I've just watched 1 this morning. I got it really early. And watched that. And then I did I finished my turtle page from the Circle of Life for Debbie's hashtag Colour Me Turtle Free. It has taken me all week, literally all week. I think I started it last weekend. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'll have it done in no time. Finished it this morning at about 8 o'clock. Worked on it till 10:30 last night. Worked on it every day this week. But I'm genuinely not the fastest, and I'm not really bothered. It's not a race. Just going to twizzle this. I do apologise, make you all seasick now. Let me just check I'm still in frame. I'm really liking this though. I mean, it's nothing fancy, but I didn't think the colour would make such a the pencil would make such a difference, but actually it's quite subtle, but it is kind of giving us some depth and dimension, which I actually quite like. And I do like using these pencils, but again, I just don't use them often. What did I use these on? Use them on, it was I've used them on a couple of pages, but I've not done a whole page in them, like on their own. I used them in the Colour in Heaven, Witches Compendium, when I did the Ennis Guerra. I apologise if that's not how you say your name. I don't mean any disrespect whatsoever. The Pilgrim of the Forest page, which I loved. It was a very dark, sort of creepy yet beautiful lady in the forest. I used them on her skin. I was brave. I went for a different sort of skin look. So I used that on there. And I used them on, again, it was another Colour in Heaven page. It was from the Fantasy Figures special, which I absolutely love. Still need to do buddy colour with Love Colouring and Moss Messenger. So loved that one. They are quite nice. Just going to try, I'm just adding a bit of shadow. That's all I'm doing really. I'm not really doing anything. I'm not colouring the whole thing. I'm just adding this darker colour just to try and darken it. So yeah, I've just been really chilling out really. I started a new book but not really loving it, but I'm persevering because I'm not one to give up on a book and just leave it. Just going to add a tiny bit here. And I can't remember if I've done this. I'm so bad at this. I can't remember what I've done and what I've not done. So there we go. So we've done, she looks quite good. Now we're going to do this, and I think I'm going to use, I hope it's dark enough. Now I'm not sure, I don't know whether to go for, so I've got my swatch book here, and I'm thinking that Sapphire Blue may be too dark, so I might go, I'm torn between Cerulean Blue and Phthalo Blue. I'm going to go Cerulean Blue, and if it's not dark enough, I'm going to go for the Phthalo. Oh, snapped my lead. It's not blue. Sapphire Blue. So this might be quite light actually. I'm just going to give it a quick sharpen. As you can tell, completely unorganised this morning. I knew I was going to film this video this morning to get it up, but I've not really planned. I've not planned to do it, if you know what I mean. So let's get her in view. Right, she's got something here again, but is it her? Maybe it's her. Yeah, that's good colour. So I did say last time, didn't I, that I was going to work through this book in order, which I'm scared about. Because I just like being a bit random. I'm like flicking through it and going, love that. Because I think whatever gets to a page, and not that I don't like it, but I just don't want to colour it. Or I've basically got no idea what to do with it. It could be sat there for a while and I'll never be able to do it because I'll be stuck on that one page. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, guys. And the beauty of this book being single-sided is I can whack some markers on it, which is great. And what is the next page? I'm just intrigued. Oh yeah, I love this page. So yeah, I mean, I don't really want to talk about it, but so a hot topic at the minute, you're probably fully aware, is that video, and I'm not going to talk about it because I don't really want to give that person any more exposure really, and she's entitled to her opinion, but I don't agree with what she said. I also am not going to let it influence the direction of my channel, because at the end of the day it is my channel, and it's not going to stop me doing what I have planned. So you are all fully aware that I am a pen pusher ambassador. I love calligraphy. I love stationery. I love the pen pusher brand. That is not going to stop me sharing things with you. Yes, I do get things free from them. I am an ambassador. But if I don't like something, I'm still going to tell you I don't like it. The role of the ambassador is to be honest. I don't get paid for it. I've got 288 subscribers. I am a very, very long way off being monetized, and even still, it's not going to make me rich. It's not to make me rich. It's just to have some fun. But also, it is my channel, so I'm going to do what I want. And if people don't like it or don't agree with it, then please don't watch. I don't mind, and please don't attack me in the comments because I'm not bothered. But yeah, I just think I will never do a haul video ever, because I'm going to be honest, I want things, want to enjoy things, but I definitely don't need it. I don't need video evidence of it to show how much money I've spent. Not going to happen. But I do spend, and my friends, like, it, you know who you are. I send you pictures of what I've got, and it's not to brag, but it's because that's what we talk about. We are friends. But yeah, so that's a bit of a hot topic at the minute, isn't it? And I know that it has upset people, and I get why. It's not upset me. Well, it's not. I'm over it. I don't care. You can say what you want. It's your channel. It is YouTube, but I just didn't necessarily agree with some things, but that's fine, because we all have our own opinions, and that's all I'm going to say on the matter. But yeah, just thought it would look a bit random if I didn't mention it. This blue was such a good shout. I'm really liking this. Like, I definitely would. I think this might be, this whole entire book. I mean, my marker work is shoddy, to say the least. It's out the lines and everything. But that's because I'm colouring at a very funny angle. And my head is about 45 degrees. Because my phone is directly in front of my face. But this could be a marker pencil combo book. I really want to get one of those. I want to get one of those like chrome pens, actually. What did I say was going to be silver before? Can't remember. But I want a really good, I want a really, really, really good gold pen. So if anyone's got any recommendations, will you drop them in the comments? I've got jelly rolls, and they are really good. I do love them. So I'll probably go for that for the thread on this. But I know there's like is it a liquid chrome pen that's like mega metallic? I really want one of them. In fact, I think I've added one on the wish list. I might treat myself later. Oh, my bracelet's rattling. That's annoying. I'm just going to keep an eye on the time, because I paused the video before. Not paused it. I can't pause it. I just stopped it, so I have to start again. Don't want it to be too long. I mean, I love a long video, I'm not going to lie, but it just takes all day to upload. I can't do anything on my phone. But yeah, so I'm going to, I've got got some videos lined up actually. I need to, I think maybe when I've uploaded this, I might jump straight back on and film another one. But I've got some reviews and flip throughs to do. Obviously, calligraphy is a big interest of mine. It's how this, well, it is how this channel started. Well, it's not. It's how my Instagram started. Calligralicious was born due to my interest and hobby of calligraphy, basically. I self-taught myself watching YouTube videos, reading books, completing various sort of challenges and being ambassadors for other content creators. And I've been sent by Special Arts the new hand lettering and modern calligraphy book, so I want to jump on and try it out, show you what it's all about. It is a lovely book, so I want to film that. I have got my pen pusher September unboxing, review, creating something on the fly video, which is always entertaining, and there's some beautiful things in that. I can't wait to show you. And then I've also been sent, and again, this is not bragging at all, I'm just talking and letting you know what I've got planned for the channel. I've been sent some books. Can't for the life of me think of the publisher's name now, but you'll see it when I do it. But they've sent me a mandala book, which I've actually been contemplating getting a mandala book for such a time. You know, just to sit. Sometimes you just can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean? Like, sometimes I can't be bothered. I couldn't sit and colour this, I don't think, of a night time. Not every night. And sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes that's why, like, that's where the Hanneling comes in. Get Hanneling out, smash out a page in an hour or two. And I've been contemplating, like, I want a mandala book, but I don't know what I want. I don't know what I like. I was actually going to ask you lot for recommendations, but anyway, I've been sent one. So I've actually just took my Ohuhu markers downstairs, so I hope I don't want to use them because I'm not going to get them. But I've just took them downstairs purely for completing a page in that, just to see, like, how I find the process of doing a mandala. I've never done one. I don't know if they are for me, but I want to share it with you because it might be for you, and I might actually genuinely love it. Oh, just chopped her head off. Just having a drink. I will touch this up, obviously, off camera when I can just get a little bit, I can see properly. Because probably when I look at it, I'll be like, oh my God. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, if I'm being honest. They're obviously floating above water, which I'm assuming all of this means it's underwater. Some random glass ball and a knife, but I'm just going to colour them in gel pen because I don't know what to do with them. But yeah. I'm excited for October, I'm not going to lie. I absolutely love Halloween. It is going to give me the opportunity to be brave and stop being a coward and finally colour a proper page in my Beauty of Horror 4 creature feature because I am a huge horror fan. But I think that's why I'm not terrified, because I have done a page in it. I have coloured the it's not even the name page, it is the title page. It had like a really cool wreath made out of like Freddy's glove and Jason's mask, some spinal cords. I really want the tarot cards as well. I really, really do. I might just buy them. Just move myself around. Sorry, probably making you dizzy. And I'm just gonna wheel myself in. Really, I've had really bad knees. It sounds ridiculous, but my knees have been so sore. That's why I've not worked out today, because the thought of getting up tomorrow and them being worse, I just can't do it. But I might just do it tomorrow and suffer. Yeah, so I'm gonna get something done in Beauty of Horror. I know what page I'm gonna do and everything. I just too scared to do it. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it. I want to do it justice, and I don't know if I can. But do you know what? So what? At the end of the day, it's my book. If it looks crap, it's crap. I am going, well, I need to plan actually. I've got like 2 prompts. So in August, over in the colouring squad, which is my Facebook group. I just completely forgot what I was saying then. Sorry, I'm filming on my phone and I'm just getting notifications from Instagram because I've posted this morning, and YouTube as well. So I've just got distracted by what it says. But yeah, so in August we did a summer scavenger hunt in the colouring squad on Facebook, and it was really, really fun. So myself and the other admins, the squad bosses, which are really close friends of mine, we came up with some prompts and released them each week, and we are going to do the same for October, which will all be Halloween themed, and I will also turn them into hashtags. So if you're not in the colouring squad and you want to join in, then you'll be able to join the hashtag. So that will give me an opportunity to get some spooky colouring done. And I also might do something, I might get the markers out and do another Jade Summer Kawaii, I never know how to say that, Kawaii horror page. I love that book, and I've, again, 1 page. And it's just because I just get so distracted, like body colours. I'm like, boom, yeah, love to work. And then you're like, well, I've still got a body colour to do. I love colouring that one. I don't want to let anyone down. But I also don't want people waiting months for me to get a move on. I think here's the rain. Really just really darkening these. And she is done. I don't even know if you can see what this looks like on camera. If it just looks like, I'll zoom in at the end. And then should we go for this little lady here? And I'm not sure what colour to go for. So let me just quickly check. I could do like, I might go dark gold ochre. If I can find it. Naples yellow. Dark gold ochre. Have a little And I'm just going to start. I'm going to start at the bottom this time, I think. Start at the bottom. I don't know what colour hair to give them. I don't know what colour blindfolds to give them. I feel, let me see what I've got. This is how bad, like, this is how just unorganised I am. This is my marker swatches currently. So this is, these are Arteza, these are Ohuhu. I've got so many markers just in a tub, but I'm thinking maybe like a dirty cloth colour. That's probably got a really lovely name. And I'm calling it dirty cloth. Tell you exactly what it's called now. It's randomly pastel orange. Dirty cloth. Right. In fact, I'm going to start here because I definitely know that oh yeah, that'll work. That's going to be darker. Is it darker? Do I need to go darker? Can you see that? Has it made a difference? I'm not sure. I mean, I can't tell because the colour's already down, but I feel like these pencils like this paper. I like this paper. It's very smooth. Yeah, it is making a difference. That was my stomach if you just heard that. It's nearly lunchtime. I might treat myself to some pasta. Oh, there we go again. Shocking. Love food, not gonna lie. Just gonna try. Just going back to, because someone is bound to know, someone will help me, you knowledgeable beauties out there. So obviously the sound, I am just speaking, like I'm just speaking in a room. I film on my phone. Does anybody know of like what type of microphone I would get? Can you just link it to your phone? Or do you have to use software? Like, I mean, I know I will Google it. I'm not asking for that, but I'm just asking for, like, has anyone got any recommendations? I don't want to spend ridiculous amounts yet because it's still a baby channel. Still a baby channel. How's she looking? So I'll do a quick zoom in. I think we're on about 50 minutes, so we'll go for another 10. But you can see that there. I think I might leave it there actually. And you can see the blues worked. The reds really brought the colour down and deepened it, so added like a richness. So I quite like that. And similarly for the blue actually. So I'll stay zoomed in. It just means I need to move the page around. I'm not mad about that. I also do apologise at the fact that I keep like blowing off the pencil dust. I need to get a brush, but again, just forget because I get distracted by pencils, markers, books, inks. I'm shocking. I don't care. I work hard. I'm just gonna so yeah, so I'm just thinking what else I've got. Oh, I've also got some pens. I need to really sit down and have a good go with them. I'm going to film a video. They were sent by Artistro. I've got some fabulous brush pens, acrylic paint brush pens, which for me is perfect for calligraphy. But I think they'll probably be pretty good for in a colouring book, you know. In fact, there's some metallic ones in there, so that could be an idea. I might try them. Well, I need to try them because I want to do a video on them. just so people can see. You know, if you want to buy them, buy them, and if not, then not. It makes no difference to me. Oh yeah, it was this splodgy stuff. I want to do like really silver. Alright, that's what I might do in the chrome pen. That's why I said that before, didn't I? Shade a boob. So if anyone has got any questions or anything, please do comment. Fully appreciating everybody who's subscribed so far. Like really appreciate it. Everybody's comments. So thank you. I promise I will get much better at actually putting some content on, so you won't be waiting. Well, I'm pretty sure I sat down in the summer to film part 1, so I think you've been waiting for quite a while. So I apologise, totally apologise. You definitely won't wait that long for part 3. Even though I probably should have coloured, like, I don't know, something else and not just these 3 people. Not even 3 people, I've literally done the dress. It is, I need to do the skin next. That, I'm not going to lie, totally putting it off because I'm scared. Skin scares me. Terrifies me. I'm just going to move up here and we're just going to work from the bottom bit. Just because I don't need to think about it because of the line art tells me where the darker bits are. And I am all for ease. I am just going to add some darkness under there. Oh, I'll tell you what, just going back to watching things on TV, I've just watched the first episode this morning of, it's on Disney Plus, new series. It comes out on a Wednesday. It's called Y, The Last Man, like the letter Y, not the word. Has anybody started watching that? Bit slow to start off, but then really good. Like, I actually can't wait to watch some more. Like, really can't wait. Strictly's on. We've got any Strictly fans out there? Love Strictly. That's tonight's viewing. So can you just see the difference that it makes? I know probably everyone's like, yes, we've been doing it for ages. I've always been too scared to do it. But converted. Bring me those double-sided single-sided books. Actually, to be honest, on my turtle page that I've just completed, I did use a Tombow brush marker. Water-based one. And then coloured Prisma over the top, and that was quite nice because they were 2 slightly different colours, so it almost looked like a blend, and it was really easy. I'm also fully in autumn mode. Is anyone else? I've had enough now of. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love summer. I love the sun. I love sunbathing. I love being outside. I love being on holiday. I love being by the pool. I love drinking in the sun. But I've had enough. Like, I am ready for autumn. I am ready for scarves. I have literally... Lee's probably sat downstairs going mad. But I've just done a wax change and gone fully Christmas. Like, there's Christmas scent in the living room. And then in the dining room, there is a really autumny... like it's apple cherry strudel. It smells like a bakery downstairs has exploded on Christmas morning. but so ready for it. So ready for it. I just love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, going to work, because I leave early to go to work, I work a good commute away, really. I don't love the fact that I go to work in the dark and I come home in the dark. That's a bit depressing, but I love coming home and it being like really cold outside. I love like just being cozy, like the blanket on, like having a really nice like comforting tea like that. That's like, I'm very happy just staying in and being comfy and cozy, and that's literally what I have planned all this weekend. Not going to lie, well, to lie, I am going out tomorrow for a little bit. I'll fill you in on that on the next video. She might be my favourite. I'm really, really liking a dress. I think I'm going to have to get a move on though, because I think we're sneaking up to or have already gone past the hour mark, and I don't want this video to be too long that you are bored to death of literally watching me scribble over some markers, because that is what I am doing. There is no technique involved here whatsoever. I'm just thoroughly enjoying the process, and also making me dizzy by spinning this thing around, but I'm not going to lie, my knees are starting to hurt. I could probably have gone darker, but it's quite nice. I don't know why this technique scared me so much. I don't know why I like trying new things scare me so much, to be honest, because I do it anyway. By just fanning up, faff about. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Faff about. And then I'm like, right, let's do it. Oh, and then I'm like, oh yeah, that's it. Done it now. Jobs are good. This confuses me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know where it like swaths of fabric, is that a word? Swaths, where it gathers. I can never work out what should be a shadow or not, so I'm just gonna do what I normally do and just whack them anyway and hope for the best. Is she done? Just got a little bit here, One of my hairs is on the page, I'll switch the pencil. I think that's... And this bit here. And I think she is done. So there we have our 3 fates finally dressed. And the first time trying marker and pencil. Skin, I'm gonna, while I'm just feeling brave and what's the worst that can happen, I'm going to use an almond brown, which I think I used last time on my Pilgrim with the Forest page, and it is a nice pale skin colour. I'm just going to put some on to see what it looks like. So we'll start here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm not going to do all of this skin on, like, it's very, very subtle. I could probably go darker. I'm not going to do this on camera. I'll do this off camera so that when you come back they will be hopefully fully skin coloured, or just have a bit of depth. But that's a good match, but the only problem is no idea what colours. I'd have to watch it back. I don't know what artiser I used. I've not got a clue, and I just need to... This will need blending out. I'll probably will use a blender for this. But that, guys, is... I don't really want to go any further now. Just don't want it to be too long of a video, that's all. Oh, I hate that when that happens. It's me being heavy-handed and nothing else. But I don't want the video to be too long, so I am going to crack on doing something with this skin. I don't know what, so that in the next video they are all done, and we will possibly tackle the hair. I'm going to also use this cool grey 6. I'm going to just do it off camera so that you don't have to sit and watch me do it, because it won't be very exciting. But I'm just going to base all of this stone sort of rockery background in it, and then pencil over the top. I will... Oh, I've just gone through this, whatever this is. Damn it. I will do that off screen so you don't have to watch it. So thank you so much for watching. I am totally apologise that this part 2 has been the longest in the making, but I promise that I will get part 3 up sharpish. Just realised not coloured her fingers in, so I need to do that as well. I'm going to do that in a minute. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you all soon. Hope you enjoyed. I'm just going to put this here, zoom back out so you can see what we've done so far. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you soon.